Hello, welcome back. I'm Statman Dave, and today we're going to be looking at 5 players Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United should sign in the summer with Coral. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and like that goddamn video. Anyway, let's get this party started. Following his appointment as permanent Manchester United manager, the board have publicly backed Ole Gunnar Solskjær. And the Norwegian has stated in his first press conference that he wants his transfer target signed before the Australian pre-season tour starts in July. So with that considered, here are 5 players United should look to sign for the summer. First up is at right back. Manchester United are short at fullback, with Antonio Valencia leaving the club in the summer, and for all Ashley Young's passion, he'll be 34 next season. As much as I love Diogo Dalot, he's only 20 years old and United lack quality cover at fullback. Wan-Bissaka would be a fantastic addition to the club. The Crystal Palace right back has won a ridiculous 4 tackles per game in the Premier League this season with a completion rate of 94%. That is absolutely crazy. Signing the young Englishman would not only offer competition for Dalot at right back, but he could give a different option for bigger games. Wan-Bissaka could play instead of Dalot, or they could lock down the right wing with Dalot playing as a right winger. Against PSG in the Champions League, Dalot and Young did this, nullifying Di Maria, Wan-Bissaka and Kylian Mbappe as United progressed to the next round of the Champions League. He's got it all, Wan-Bissaka. He's fantastic on the cover, he's pacey, he's strong, he's also comfortable with the ball at his feet, and it's shown given that he was a former winger. He often likes to drive inside with the ball. My only concern is that he can't maintain this level of consistency when it comes to tackling, and he dives in quite a lot. But he could take a similar trajectory to Ashley Cole, a former winger that was excellent on the cover, then learnt the positional play as his career progressed. Manchester City are also rumoured to be interested in his services, but a fee of around £40 million would reportedly be enough to sign the tough tackler from Crystal Palace. On to number 2, with the departure of the GOAT. Marouane Fellaini in January, Man United are lacking attacking numbers in midfield. United have struggled to break down teams who have sat in a deep block this season, and if Paul Pogba isn't at his best or is man-marked out of the game like against PSG with Marquinhos, they have a little problem with creativity from central midfield. Portuguese midfielder Bruno Fernandes could alleviate this problem. The Sporting Lisbon midfielder is such a technically gifted player. He's got a powerful shot from range, but also has the finesse to thread that final ball. He's created on average 3.1 chances per game, but he also takes 3.4 shots per game this season. In terms of shots, only Suarez in Ligue NOS this season has taken more shots per game, and he is their centre forward. Bruno Fernandes has developed the knack of getting into the box at exactly the right time to finish off moves, Frank Lampard-esque. He's also a pass and move player, perfect for United under Ole Gunnar Solskjær. The combination play with Lingard, with Pogba, with Rashford could be absolutely frightening. United could also line up in a 4-1-4-1 with Pogba and Bruno in central midfield as 2-3-8s, a frightening combination of creativity, goal scoring and dribbling. With the pair switching roles between playmaking and scoring, Bruno Fernandes loves that Christian Eriksen cross from that inside right channel, and Pogba is starting to become dominant in the box in the air, which could be a recipe for a lot of goals. But if you think United have already got enough goals to win some silverware this season, then Coral have got some great odds for you on the Champions League. After the comeback against PSG, United will be filled with confidence, and the tie against Barcelona could go either way. But my gut says Ole will prevail at the Nou Camp again. Make sure to be over the age of 18, gamble responsibly, and terms and conditions do apply on the Coral website. To number 3, United need a centre-back partner for Victor Lindelof. The Swedish defender has become the #1 choice at Old Trafford this season. Lindelof is now the complete package. In his first season, Lindelof had a slight weakness when dealing with aerial balls, crosses or either long balls, especially at the back post. But the improvement can be seen in the numbers. Last season, he won just 48% of his aerial duels. This season, Lindelof has won 65% of his aerial duels, a massive improvement. We have also seen more belief in his ball playing under Ole Gunnar Solskjær, one of his biggest strengths, but he needs a partner if United have the aspirations to win the Premier League. Now, who should that be? Umtiti, Varane, De Ligt or Koulibaly? First up, De Ligt and Varane. Real Madrid have publicly stated that Varane won't be sold for less than his €500 million release clause, and Matthijs de Ligt seems to be keen on following Frankie de Jong to Barcelona. And if de Ligt does make a move to Barcelona, it can spell the end for the next centre-back on the list, Samuel Umtiti. The Frenchman is one of the best centre-backs in the world and would be an excellent signing if the knee problem that hasn't surfaced since last May became a big issue. Since then, he's missed 31 games in 12 months for Barcelona. It's also a knee cartilage problem, which is very unusual for players that are as young as Samuel Umtiti. There's basically parts of loose cartilage floating around his knee, something that forced Carlos Puyol to retire. And United already have far too many injury-prone defenders, so making a move from Umtiti just wouldn't make sense, unless he can miraculously grow new knees. Which leaves Kalidou Koulibaly, a top-quality player on and off the ball. This season in the Champions League, he's played against Mbappe, Salah, and of course in Serie A, Cristiano Ronaldo, and not looked out of place. His battle with Mbappe was intense, with the Frenchman getting the best out of the Senegalese defender out wide in the first minutes of that game, then producing a dangerous cross into the box, using the classic Mbappe feint, where he looks like he's got a poor touch, then rolls the ball back before exploding on the outside. Koulibaly then reassessed and positioned himself much better from then on. He'd stand Mbappe off where possible, giving him enough recovery space before showing him down the line and either winning a tackle or forcing Mbappe backwards. Impressively, he still managed to use his physicality centrally when Mbappe received the ball with his back to goal. He'd be straight in his back, and Mbappe ended the game with no goals or assists. On to the right wing, we all know Manchester United are lacking natural width on the right-hand side, and Solskjaer has done well using Lingard out there, but the Englishman plays his best game when he drifts inside, and United have struggled to break teams down who sit in the deep box because of their over-reliance on the left wing. Jadon Sancho is the only player United should look to sign to fix that hole in the squad. We've already done a video on why United should sign Jadon Sancho, and we all know what Jadon Sancho offers: direct running and assists galore. But the reports coming out of Dortmund suggest the German club won't be selling Sancho this summer. And after selling Christian Pulisic to Chelsea in January, they don't really need the money. However, Dortmund have a history of saying that players won't be sold and then them leaving the club 12 to 18 months later. But if Dortmund really stick to their guns and don't sell him in the summer, I'd quite like to see Tahith Chong given an opportunity to impress at senior level. Chong is an inverted winger that loves to dribble at his man before getting a shot or cross away. If a traditional winger is needed, then Diogo Dalot has shown consistently that he can whip dangerous balls into the box when played in an advanced position. And finally, number 5, following Zinedine Zidane's reappointment as Real Madrid manager, the media have gone crazy, linking almost every footballer in the world to Los Blancos. But the 3 names that keep being linked are Eden Hazard, Kylian Mbappe and Paul Pogba. If the rumours are true and Ed Woodward sells his most prized asset, then I think Ole has an opportunity to change his system to the classic Manchester United 4-4-1-1. In this system, United would need a proper second striker, someone like an Antoine Griezmann. Despite the Frenchman making it public knowledge he regrets not leaving Atletico Madrid, he's not the man Ole should go for. Instead, he should head to Benfica and pick up João Felix. The 19-year-old is a fantastic footballer with immense ball control. Since being played as a second striker off Haris Severovic, he's not looked back. In 11 games as a second striker, João Felix has scored 8 goals and registered 4 assists, and over that same period, the only player under the age of 21 in Europe's top 5 leagues to be directly involved in more goals is Kylian Mbappe. But I don't think United would want to sell Pogba, not that Ole's got the job now. So instead, let's head to Wolves and look to pick up Ruben Neves. United lack a real deep line playmaker. Wolves showed in the FA Cup that the Red Devils struggle to create when teams allow them to recycle possession between their defensive midfield. Neves would remove this. The former Porto captain not only has a fantastic range of passing, especially when it comes to switches of play, but he's lethal from range. Excluding Paul Pogba, Manchester United central midfielders have taken just 40 shots, between 5 of them in the Premier League this season, whilst Ruben Neves has taken 60. The purchase of Neves would not only lighten the creative burden on Paul Pogba, but he'd be the long-term successor to Nemanja Matic in defensive midfield for Manchester United. So that's 5 players Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United should sign in the summer with Coral. Don't forget, the link for the bets is in the description below. But what do you guys think? Who should Solskjaer sign in the summer? Get into the comments below. Do you agree with my choices? Of course, like that goddamn video, subscribe if you're new. See you later. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't heard already, we've partnered with Squawka. and we'd really appreciate it if you could come over and support us by clicking their channel. And if you like what you're seeing, why not drop them a subscribe? Alternatively, if you've enjoyed this content, why not check out one of my recent videos?